We earn money, save money, and buy things. Living beyond the economic cycle is impossible. What trends are dictated by world markets and how does it affect consumers? Watch it in People and Economy.
Americans spend $12 billion on cosmetic procedures. Only last year, their number hit all previous records. According to the statistics, US residents went under the knife 11.5 million times. Meanwhile, according to the international surgery community, about 30 million cosmetic operations are carried out annually throughout the world. Among the reasons for such a demand is that the modern business standards dictate new trends and preference to younger and good-looking employees. Because of that, many residents of the European and Asian regions often visit cosmetologists before getting employed. In the meantime, the number of patients in beauty clinics annually increases by 20%. It has become very fashionable. People always tended to look attractive and well-groomed. You can observe it yourself by seeing everywhere various beauty salons and special centers. Dozens of them are being opened every year. It means that they are in demand and very popular. A polishing machine instead of a scalpel and clay instead of mascara and rouge. Sculptor Oskar Yazdaulet regards beauty as a temporary phenomenon. The shapes of his models are far from ideal. All his works were created under a certain impression. The master's pictures and figures only vaguely resemble women's silhouettes. Oskar explains it by his commitment to abstractionism. However, he does not deny that sometime later he will create quite a different image. Beauty should always undergo changes. We should step aside from old standards because they cannot exist long. At all times it was considered that nobody but artists were able to recognize a true beauty. Each epoch has its own ideals which were depicted by masters of those times in their works. It is worthy of note that earlier people aspired to beauty standards by imitating dress styles, makeups and haircuts. However, now fans of modern stars and idols prefer visiting plastic surgeons. Young generations have always been affected by pop culture. Thus, when some celebrity undergoes an operation and diminishes his or her nose, a certain number of people also start planning the same surgery, independently whether they need it or not. It often happens that a person looks well and does not need any operation. However, the fashion craze urge him to do it. People of Kazakhstan also tried to keep to the world standards and started to invest more money into their body. As a result, the demand for services of plastic surgeons rose by 20–25%. Of course, it is going on. People learn about it from glossy magazines. And it is natural that women in all parts of the world want to be beautiful, good and young-looking. Prices for plastic surgeries in Kazakhstan are almost the same as abroad. Some costs are even lower. Specialists have calculated that people of Kazakhstan annually spend more than $1 million on such operations. A well-thought and reasonable decision is made during several years. Usually a person plans everything, calculates expenditures and chooses an appropriate doctor. The majority of patients of such clinics are women aged between 30 and 50. Since recently, men also have become their customers, and now each third visitor is a representative of the stronger sex. Appearance plays a very important role. Among our visitors are businessmen, senators, parliamentarians and journalists. All they are people who need to look well. However, far from everyone dares to undergo a plastic operation. The majority of patients prefer to go to cosmetologists because prices of cosmetic procedures are more reasonable. Thus, an appointment with a cosmetologist costs on the average $50. The majority of cosmetologists' patients are people over 25 years old. In total, about 30% of people of Kazakhstan visit aesthetic clinics at least every 6 months. In the meantime, beauty and hairdressing salons belong to the special segment of essential services. The market of beauty salons in Kazakhstan is always developing as it has always been fashionable. One of the reasons for that is that people often like to give it as a present to their wives, daughters and so on. According to the statistics, more than a half of Kazakhstani women go to hairdressers' salons every month and 25% every 6 months. The average price of such visits sometimes reaches $50. A growing demand for services of makeup artists and nail stylists is also observed. For reference, earlier most of local females preferred to make themselves up only on special occasions. Now more than 40% of girls and women try to titillate themselves even before a meeting with business partners or date. Probably people want to save their time when they visit beauty salons and make themselves up within 50 or 20 minutes. In addition, now we have a new type of service when specialists of beauty salons with all necessary equipment visit you at home and prepare you to a party, meeting, date, wedding and any other things. Such services can be compared with services of beauty salons. The number of cosmetics and perfume shops in Kazakhstan is growing along with beauty salons. In the meantime, the cosmetic market size is estimated at $300 million. The popularity of cosmetic goods is growing. The main thing is that they are becoming more affordable. Many of these products now belong to the middle or even lower market segment instead of the premium as it was before. The growth in incomes of people of Kazakhstan has become one of the stimulating factors for the beauty market. In addition, cosmetic products are rated among the most popular and pleasing gifts. Women of Kazakhstan annually spend about $10 million on face care products. $6 million are spent on decorative cosmetics. More than $4 million are spent on cosmetic products for men. An average European woman annually spends maximum $500 on cosmetics and self-care products. Moreover, the most of women do not apply makeup at all or use only essential products. While choosing cosmetics, they are guided first of all by prices and naturality. At the same time, women in Europe are very serious about their hairdressers and haircuts. Because of that, visiting a hairdresser at least once a month for them is quite a usual thing. Whereas the demand for services of beauty salons remains stable, the popularity of plastic operations is growing from year to year. Only in Germany, more than 1 million of face and body correction surgeries are performed annually. The surveys show that each fifth Frau is ready to go under the knife for the sake of beauty, and each second one never had objections to Botox injections and lifting of face, hips, stomach and bust. Mass media is regarded as the main factor which urges people of Europe to change their appearance. Advertisement has made a cult of an ideal body. A young and attractive appearance nowadays has become a symbol of social success. It is also widely said by European television, and a great number of TV shows are dedicated to this topic. In fact, these programs bring up potential clients of plastic surgeons whose salaries are increasing from year to year. Currently, the annual wage of such doctors makes up approximately $750,000. For reference, a decade ago, it did not exceed $150,000. During the last 10 years, Asia gradually became the global beauty center and even overcame the US. The majority of people who have undergone more than one plastic live in the Asian region. Only in South Korea, each fifth woman aged between 20 and 50 went under plastic surgeon's knife at least one in a lifetime. And what is more, many patients are often not satisfied with minor operations. Blepharoplasty or eyelid surgery is the most popular cosmetic procedure in Asia. Viewing the world with widely opened eyes is a dream of almost every Korean teenager. Along with that, such kind of present, costing about $1,000, is the most desired gift for Korean children. It is a true fact that they give money to their daughters on Asian blepharoplasty when they turn 16. People in Korea regard appearance differently. For them, it is natural to change their appearance in accordance with certain standards, like for us, for example, cleaning teeth. The budgetary receipts from this market reach $1.5 billion annually. Only last month, local doctors performed more than 3 million surgeries. Moreover, surveys show that about a half of Chinese people would agree to undergo plastic operations if they had enough money. Visiting a hairdresser, makeup designer or cosmetologist for US residents is a usual thing. The prices for such services vary from $20 to $50 depending on design complexity. The remarkable fact is that far from every beauty salon in the country offers services of nail stylists or pedicurists. Making your nails look perfectly is possible at master's home or in special centers. Such a procedure costs approximately $30. Currently, the beauty industry annually brings to the American budget more than $15 billion. The beauty industry is experiencing a boom in large cities. Due to such places, it is turning into an economic giant and brings good profits. The country's cosmetic market is also gaining momentum, and scientific discoveries serve as the main prerequisite for that. According to the statistics, about 200 new face and body care products are being daily developed by different companies. However, cosmetic products by no means can be considered a panacea against all body defects. In this case, plastic surgeons come for help. The demand for their services is growing from year to year. This trend has also affected revenues of doctors. Sometimes their salaries reach $2 million. Preservation of juvenile appearance is characterized as a trend of the 21st century. Even in the late 19th century, women glued stickers on their foreheads which did not let them frown. Now facelifting has become a widely practiced procedure. Only in the US, people annually spend about $4 billion on anti-aging products. Along with that, special attention is paid to cosmetics with bio and eco marks, despite the fact that the cost of such products is considerably higher. The reason for that is a high quality usage of natural ingredients and allergen-free materials. A cream cannot consist of organic natural substances by 100% because it will get spoiled and emit a very bad odor within 3 months. It is mainly a marketing trick. We associate the word organics with something very good. Because of that, they use it in order to improve their sales. The number of fakes disguised as organic products is growing along with the popularity of bio products. The trick is called greenwashing. Special markings, bio, organic and EcoCert International Certificate are the main features proving ecological properties of goods. Cosmetic surgeries and using of medicines is fraught by side effects. Implants burst, Botox takes undesired shapes, rejuvenating effects are short-lasting and require corrections. At the same time, aging processes only intensify. Therefore, it is necessary to remember that, first of all, we should consult specialists and only after that go to clinics. We often try to discourage our patients from surgeries when they want to reshape their nose, ears, lips or something else in a young age. Sometimes pregnant women come to us and ask to make a Botox injection. All these surgeries can cause a lot of side effects. Statistically, 70% give preference to natural beauty without any surgeries and with a minimum usage of decorative cosmetics. A person's appearance much depends on a lifestyle. Because of that, following basic rules of healthcare will be the best way to preserve a young appearance during a long period of time. Alcohol, smoking, excessive exposure to solar rays and unhealthy food are considered the main enemies of a good and healthy appearance. People living a healthy life look on the average 10 years younger than their contemporaries with bad habits. Liposuctions, diets and morning runs. Many women wish to get rid of excess kilos, but not those who live in sub-Saharan Africa. Representatives of Tuareg tribe think that a woman should necessarily be stout as it symbolizes fertility. Thus, a girl who has less than 12 creases on her stomach in a squatting position runs a risk of remaining single all her life.